Good morning. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle, the encouragement of the day. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. Thank you so much for coming by and taking a listen, delving in to see what the encouragement is from Spirit today, from your ancestors, your spirit guides, Source, Creator, God, however you see your higher power. We're going to tap into the energies that come out for us today. And today we're looking into chakras. We're taking a look directly into the energies that are at play right now. And so I'm doing something a little different. I like to keep it fresh and mix things up. And so I'm using my Chakra Wisdom Tarot deck along with my Infinite Wisdom Chakra Oracle deck. And so thank you for stopping by. And as you know, we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible. I can easily be very long-winded because I enjoy this. I enjoy what I do. And so I usually just take my time. For those of you that are not in a rush, enjoy, okay? Thank you for stopping by. So first of all, taking a look at the energies, kind of taking a look at the focus, where our energies are focused today when it comes to, and as we've learned about our chakra systems, there's 7 basic energy chakra systems that tell us a whole lot about ourselves, about our bodies, about what's going on internally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, linking to physically, right? And so it's an overall tapping into the picture of what's happening. Because many times, you know, that's why it said as above, so below, you know, what's happening in the spiritual is usually happening in the physical. There's like this mirroring going on. And so we're going to tap in just a little bit and see what's happening there. And so first of all, we're going to look and see kind of like where the focus is today, as we're taking a look at the energies and looking at where we're centering ourselves and in our chakra system, like where our focus is. And so the first card I pulled out, because I pulled out my spread beforehand for the sake of time, was the Knight of Swords, and it's a blue card. And then I have the Knight of Cups, which is definitely a beautiful orange fiery color. And then I also have another blue card, which is the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. So 2 Knights and the 9 of Cups. And so first of all, what the brain is saying here has a lot to do with the energy of moving, manifesting, doing things, preparing things for ourselves, bringing things into fruition, creating, manifesting, right? These are thoughts around vision and bringing it into fruition. Possibly even taking the next step. We have 2 Knights that came out here. There's this energy of moving forward or pressing forward and finding out like what it is that's needed, what is wanted. And so this is probably going to be someone I'm tapping into who's very smart, very intelligent, someone who absolutely has all of the answers normally, but there could be like a disconnect between what you know and what you may not know. That is actually the link to take you to where it is that you're looking to go. Now, I also have the 9 of Coins, which also came in on in the 3rd space, which is looking at where you're vibrating the highest. So it's in that same area, like you're off the charts in that area of manifesting, visionary, you know, bringing things into fruition, wanting to move forward, having a drive right now. So you could just be feeling highly motivated right now. That's where you're vibing the highest. Now, where you're centering in on is actually emotionalism or empathy today. This is your ability to really tap into the support that's needed, probably with those around you or for yourself more so. But you're very empathic, very emotionally connected. This is what's helping you really connect to your vision as well. And that higher vibrational energy, that's necessary to open up that challenge, that channel to be guided. And so it feels like you are very much in a good place today where your chakras are. So taking a look at the energy dwelling in the darkness that you may not be able to see is the Six of Cups today. So let me tell you, first of all, this points to possibly someone who's very tapped in spiritually, visually. You may not see that you are very intuitive today. This particular card showing up in the darkness taps into like a very high intuitive energy. Like this is the chakra for mediums and intuitives. Sometimes a relative shows up as a guide, because this may be like the only way like that you can hear a message, right? But not to be so pressed to interpret the message. Just, deliver them. Whatever you're receiving today, just deliver them. You don't have to understand it. And so, but this also points to this showing up in the past. This could be related to some type of trauma that you're not aware of, you may not see. This could be, part of what is coming out here in the motivation for today. But this also points to the legacy that you've been left. It could be an intuitive gift that it's begging you to recognize or see or acknowledge or accept, right? This is what's showing up in the past. The Six of Cups. It's some memory. It could be dealing with some kind of trauma, but it's also being ushered into your gift. From trauma to gift. There's a couple of different ways we can interpret this here, but there's something about that energy that's lurking in the shadows here today. Now, in the dawn, we have the Two of Coins. And this is actually the energy of tapping into your emotions again. That is aligning with the Nine of Cups, which was actually showing up as the energy that you're centered in right now. The Two of Cups. But and it's talking about that emotional energy, that empathic energy, the strength of your ability to tap in, right, for support. It could be for others. It could be for yourself. But this is offering you the ability to tap into higher vibrational energies, especially as it pertains to the vision that is at the forefront today. Right? There's something that you are trying to move forward in, to make happen, to bring into fruition. There's this energy of wanting to move, to do, to develop, right? And this is helping you. This is helping you tap into that energy. For those of you that are in a position where you're helping others, this might in fact be helping you to dig deep and find the information needed to be of assistance to others. But this is also asking you to recognize like what is undeveloped as well. That's showing up right now. Like what energies, even looking at what may be hidden, what we just talked about, but what's undeveloped. It might be surfacing right now. What undeveloped emotions or information is showing up right now, and how are you handling it? How are you handling it? If you're waiting for something, right, as you are moving forward, right, there's something that you are looking to bring into fruition. I can't help but feel that very strongly. But how are you handling it? Are there immature emotions and patterns that's showing up? Or are you handling it very maturely? That's something that's showing up right now for you to look at while you are in this waiting period. Yeah, very interesting. And then when we look at the light, we go back to the indigo color again, the 6 of coins. Now the light is talking about the intention. The intention. And, you know, why now? What's happening now? And why is it happening right now? And are there any questions? What's the real question surfacing right now? And then what will result? What will this bring out of you as a result of finding this answer? What will result of this question that we're answering with the 6 of coins? Again, this is indigo energy, so we're tapping back into that intuitive energy. And both the 6 of cups and the 6 of coins are both popping up here. And the 6 of coins particularly talks about the energy of reciprocation. This may beg you to pay attention, you know, to that energy of what you're pulling in versus what you're giving out, what you're expecting to receive back from what you're giving out. It's almost like, what is the expectation here? And this points to somebody who could also be a wayshower of some kind. I can't help but see her sitting here handing out what looks like coins, but they're representative. It could be pretty much anything. It could be information. It could be resources. You know, it could be ideas. It could be answers, solutions, but she's giving out something. And so this points to some type of intuitive guidance, wisdom, some experience that's you're stepping into as a result of accepting this information today and being able to tap into it. And this is begging you to actually acknowledge some part of it, some part of who you are. And this has something to do with ancestry, something that was handed down to you. Like, are you willing to actually see your legacy truthfully in relation to your ancestors? Because that says a lot about you. Okay. Now, when we talk about the 6s, that's sticking out for me. 6s represent departures and arrivals, giving and receiving. They're about journeying. It's about the process. This is also about our 6th sense. Okay. And it represents family, healing. You know, it has to do with legacy that's been left behind here and things left for us to discover. This is a reminder of our current journey and the need to come into awareness of that. The awareness of something greater than ourselves, greater than what we're able to see and hear, greater than our 5 senses. Is taking us into the 6th sense realm, understanding that there is absolutely more. The question is, are we ready to see it? Are we willing to see that right now? Because it's calling for you. And in order to see that, there must be a coming into agreement, right? Looking close enough, right? And taking a look at the legacy. Sometimes that involves digging a little bit and asking questions and really taking a look at things that we may not want to see. It may be things that don't necessarily align with what your ideas are today. However, they are still true. However, they are still yet a part of your legacy. Some part of that is actually coming in as a gift to you today. It's very relevant. And so, will you see it is the question. Will you accept it and receive it? There's some level of transformation that's being invited here with the sixes. And it's a little bit of a challenging energy too, because this is directing that Mars energy into personal opportunities that actually turn out for the best. Mars is very active doing, is very masculine energy, and in order for it to actually serve us to our highest good, it would have to be directly channeled, right, in the right direction for that to happen. And so this is all about evolution. I really do feel that. It's all about evolution. And so this is where we are today. Now, lastly, I did go and I pulled 6 more cards out that were connecting our chakras, the chakra energy coming in today with the 7 planets. And the 7 planets that we're looking at is the sun, the moon. We're going to look at Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and then Saturn. Okay. And so coming out with our first card that came out was Judgment. And Judgment is actually a violet. It's the violet chakra center that actually is our crown. It's our crown chakra. And so this coming out as the first card is actually aligning with the sun. And the sun actually is the foundation of our intention. And this is what shines the most right now. Our personal disposition or our tendencies that will actually default to when we begin a journey. This is how we start a thing. And being that it comes in under judgment, it is under the sun. And so what that actually is depicting is that these are challenging patterns. Like as we get started with something, this is the most challenging part coming in as under judgment. And so judgment usually talks about being able to fall back on experiences that we've had or things we've learned from lessons in the past, challenges and difficulties that taught us specific lessons, right? And so as you are beginning, this says that the foundations of your intentions are very much rooted in your judgments, in your past, in your history, in the information that you've gathered from lessons that you've had, from experience that you've gathered. When you start a new thing, this is how you start off. This is how you start off. And being that it's coming in under the sun, this is our first chakra, the very first chakra of our energy center, talking about our foundations, right? It's talking about our ability to feel safe, to feel like there's a sense of belonging, to feel cared for. This is like the very beginning, right? And so at the very beginning, this is kind of where you, today, you are sitting, through this day today. It's almost like You're starting it off very much focused on things that you've been through in the past. And it's causing you to look through that perspective and to see things and to decide things through that perspective is what I'm gathering here. Yeah. Let me see if there's any more information that I could pull out here for us. The Judgment. The Judgment. I know it's here somewhere. Thank you for your patience. I hope you guys are well today. Make sure you like, share, comment. Appreciate it. So the Judgment is actually a mastery level card. That's interesting because when you start out from a mastery level, that says that you begin a thing even from a higher level of perspective. You begin it even from a higher level of perspective and a higher level of gratitude for that experience. I can't help but see her here with the angel wings, and she's almost looks like she's blowing a trumpet of some kind, which represents discernment. And there's like the recognition that, you know, there are certain times where even her own judgment falls short. But even in that, there's a level of even correcting those shortcomings. There's the wisdom to know, to do that. Like there's no perfection, but there is a course of staying the journey, of continuously growing from, you know, every interaction. Yeah. This is a lot of clarity that you have. Mastery. A lot of things that you've been taught around life. This is not really a place where there's necessary forgiveness needed, but this is like a place of higher consciousness, conscientiousness, right? It's a higher level of mastery when it comes to living. It's almost like a completed work and acceptance. Yeah. And then this also says that you're actually in a position where you're actually magnetizing your dreams towards you. So this is in correlation with that need in the beginning of moving forward, of doing something, that visionary energy. You are actually magnetizing those things. And so what you want wants you. What you're going for is coming towards you, is what this is saying. That in all that you're doing, there's like a light that's being created for you and for others. This is the energy where the teacher has become the master. Very interesting. Very masterful energy here with the Judgment. All right, and that was sun energy. That's the first chakra. Now, when we go to the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra, this is coming in with the moon, and it is orange in color. So we did have a couple of orange colors come out here, talking about our emotional awareness, tapping into our empathic energies. But this is talking about the emotions that are surrounding our intentions, the things that are supporting us at this time. And we did talk about that up above in this spread. The things that are supporting our energy right now is this emotional intuitiveness. That's interesting because the Queen of Swords comes out in this energy. And I don't know anyone more tapped in and attuned and astute. I don't know anyone more than the Queen of Swords, right? Yeah, very tapped in. Now, being that she comes in under the moon, right? Because the moon is actually, let's see, possibly what is not seen, hidden things. Could be hidden things. It could definitely be tapping into our intuition, right? Going back to that very emotional, intuitive energy, the empathic influences, tapping in with the Queen of Swords. And interestingly, though, enough, it's coming in under our third eye chakra. Yeah, it's coming in under the third eye chakra. And so when we look, let's take a look and see what we have with the moon. The Queen of Swords. I don't know why I can't find the Queen of Swords. She is hiding from me. Where are you, my queen? All right, here we go. The Queen of Swords. This is the card of actual new horizons, right? Queen of Swords, very clear, clarified energy, very assertive. She really knows what's happening, what's going on, what she wants. There's lots of clarity with the Queen of Swords. And so let's take a look and see what energy she's bringing in. Energy of cold, hard truth. Though she feels very assertive, that doesn't mean that she's not caring. It just means that she's like about her business, basically, is what I'm getting here. That's what that means. She's about her business. Coming in under moon energy. I feel like I am skipping over something. One second here, just making sure. I guess not. Okay. So she is definitely a energy that brings in clarity, or we can call it cold, hard truth, you know, very prepared energy. She can be a little furious, not mad, but just, she's able to go there when things don't actually pan out the way that they should be. Or when she's betrayed, like she has the ability to go there and face any adversity, right? And cutoffs if necessary. And so this is really bringing in the energy of being prepared for the unexpected, being prepared to deal with anything, staying open to what needs to come in when it comes to information and experiences and connections, but also being prepared to handle things as they arise unexpectedly, coming in under the moon. Okay. And then we have Mercury coming in through the third chakra, which is actually our ability to show up in the world, our self-empowerment and realization. The Six of Swords is actually coming out here. Another 6, right? And so we are tapping back into that intuitive energy again of the sixes. And the Six of Swords is moving away from anything that doesn't represent what we stand for. It doesn't represent peace. It doesn't represent alignment. It's moving to safer ground, more peaceful waters. It's moving away. And then when we look at the Mercury coming in with the third chakra, this could actually present like difficulties, things that make it difficult, that place us in fight or flight energy, or things that place us in that let's do this type of energy, right? And so today our focus could definitely be on plans, thoughts, ideas, or actions. This is a time to really watch for, though, things that invalidate your feelings or things that trigger you. And this could be a time to notice those things, because that may be a moment where we need to just kind of slow down and just take a moment to breathe and come on back to our senses. Things that may threaten to take us out of balance. We just need to be more aware, I feel like. Be willing to move away from those harmful thoughts. Okay. Coming in the fourth chakra is the Seven of Swords. Ooh. And this is coming in with heart energy under Venus, the fourth chakra, our heart chakra. So there may be a need to guard your heart today. Guard your heart, I'm hearing. Let me see. So when we look at the energy of the heart chakra, this is what usually is needed to open us up. And making sure that we're emotionally available in certain aspects, but not being too lulled into things. There needs to be a balance, but making sure that we're open. Now, when we talk about the Seven of Swords, though, that is bringing in the energy of needing to be patient. Universal impatience is what's coming up here. This is not wanting to take what you've been given. This is trying to change things to be a different way than actually they've been placed as by the universe, by God. It's almost trying to change your situation, or someone trying to change your situation. There may be a need to be open and patient right now, not trying to actually take things into your own hands. And it has something to do with the heart chakra. So be open, right? Not necessarily needing to be controlling, but be open, and don't allow fear to steal energy away from you. Fear can come in and totally cause us to try to take things into our own hands. Fear of not having enough time, or fear of something being taken if we don't get it right now. You know, that kind of energy. There is a need to be open and patient here with the heart chakra, is what I'm hearing. Also in this picture, there's a set of swords that she's taken, but then there's two that's being left behind. Be careful of trying to pick and choose, like what it is that you feel is necessary right now, because I'm hearing Spirit say you can't pick and choose what's necessary on this journey. There are things that are absolutely positively necessary for you to get where you're going. And so it's important that you not try to skip important lessons, because what will happen is those lessons will show up a little bit later along the way. So be careful not to trick yourself into that either, of feeling like you can skip important lessons, right? Because you can't. And this is a very aware action. This is trying to skip over something that you may need to do, you may not want to do, and Spirit has placed there for you to do it. You may be trying to bypass that, but Spirit is saying, no, this is necessary. So be careful that you don't trick your heart into believing something other than what is true. Coming in with Mars is the Sun, okay? The Sun is coming in under Mars, and it's coming in again under the indigo color, talking about intuition. And again, Mars energy is very doing energy. And this is talking about combining your darkness and your light, the duality of who you are, right? Having your truth illuminated. And the blue here is talking about the activation of the 5th chakra, which is our throat chakra, and being carried towards our dreams, and which could also contain the legacy that we've been given. This talks about an energy that you could be achieving that very few have been able to achieve. Being evolved through her past challenges, and now being at a place where you're able to celebrate your heritage. Yeah, the Sun acts as a card of awakening to what needs to be celebrated. So this could be beckoning you to take a moment to really thank your ancestors, to thank those who went before you, those who stood by you during difficult times and took you through survival. You know, you can only bring with you what you're able to acknowledge. You can only attract and keep what you're able to appreciate from your heritage. If you're not able to acknowledge it and appreciate it, then you won't have any access to it, okay? And so coming in through Mars, the 5th chakra, this is doing energy. There's a moment that's needed here to take the time to be thankful and grateful for how you've come this far, okay? Then with the 6th energy coming in under Jupiter, right? This is your good luck streak. This is what's going really good for you. And we have the King of Coins. The King of Coins. And the King of Coins is what needs to be expanded, or what is expanding. That's going to actually add to your intuition, your intention. This is actually where your luck is coming from. There's going to be a door that will open to you that's going to bring in opportunity, right? And it sounds like it maybe have something to do with abundance. Yeah. Because this is, again, very masterful energy. 6th chakra. There's something that your intuition is going to tap you into abundance. There's something there about that. Something there about that. Now, when we look at the King of Coins, This is somebody who's very ambitious, goes after what is wanted, doesn't take no for an answer, bringing higher, ideas and higher consciousness around things that can create wealth and abundance. Someone who holds secrets and welcomes others into the fold who want to learn as well. So there's something very magical, very inspirational that you're being given to bring you further along than you think. And it's almost like you have forces that are conspiring with you to bring you to this place, to fulfill your mission, especially for those that have some type of financial goal in mind. Money will not be hidden from you, but it will be brought to you for you to fulfill your mission. That's your luck spurt. That's your luck street. That's what is actually working in your favor. And then lastly, we have coming shining bright, the Three of Swords. I'm going to take this off the bottom as the last card. And this is coming in under Saturn. And Saturn begs you to pay attention and really be honest about moving towards your goals and your intentions. This is actually also pointing to like what and who you are becoming through your highest evolution towards the goals for the good of yourself and for others. So the Three of Swords is coming in under, let's see, this is interesting because the Three of Swords is not often seen in the light. But let's see why this is coming in here as something beautiful that you are actually evolving into. Because it talks about painful situation, painful thoughts. And even as we look at this heart that's actually turned yellow, it's turned orangish yellow. There's some type of mental anguish happening here. And there's some need to recognize that the pain that was once felt is over. And to change some type of thinking towards progress. And this prognosis is good. There's something good that's being delivered through this painful experience or through painful experiences. And this talks about moving away from choices that no longer support you. This could be moving away from people that the truth have been revealed around. The indication of just coping with loss and moving forward from it. You can still love people and leave because it serves you best, right? There's something here about knowing what people think and realizing that it doesn't really serve you at all. Sometimes it's just really on point when it comes to the time to acknowledge, a snake for a snake and just move on, acknowledging that pattern is complete. It's time to move on. And I feel like this is talking about painful situations like having surgery, heart surgery, spiritually, having to remove something painful, right, from your heart. So maybe, and this is talking partly about who you're becoming, maybe you are going to become like a skilled surgeon, but in the spirit. There's something that you're going to do to offer assistance to alleviate others from pain. to alleviate others from strife and painful cycles, right? All of this is taking us to a point where we will, in fact, be very evolved and beneficial, not only for ourselves, but also for others. That's what this is saying here. Lastly, I'm just going to get a couple of oracle cards before we end this out. I love this message. Lots of beautiful energy coming in today. So any advice as we close out this encouragement of the day, Spirit? So I could be talking to a spiritual surgeon, someone who will be cutting out painful experiences for others. All right. Any advice? All right. So a lot here about speaking. We have the goddess of vibration, truth, and the throat chakra, both talking about speaking truth, talking about allowing the words to reflect every aspect of truth and finding the opening in our voice expression. There's something here about speaking, using your throat chakra. But the interesting thing, though, is the throat chakra is not only about releasing, it's also about receiving. The throat chakra actually has qualities that allow us to discern information as well. So it is a two-way device, right? Mechanism that allows us to actually sort through information and find truth, unadulterated truth. And so Spirit is saying not only to be open to speak truth and to be honest, also be discerning about the truth that you will bring in as well. Lakshmi coming in, the golden goddess, talks about abundance of the universe opening up to you. Spirit is letting you know that anything that you need will be given. No form of abundance will be withheld from you. You shall walk in the highest forms of abundance. And remember, abundance is not just money. It's every aspect of how we are able to experience life in these bodies. Health. You know, we're talking about a physical abundance, spiritual abundance, emotional abundance, financial abundance. You know, every aspect of how we are able to exist is being opened up to you. And so get ready to receive and have this available to you as you need it, okay? Nothing will be withheld from you is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Beautiful message coming in today. I hope it was helpful and I hope it gives encouragement for someone who needs it today. Thank you so very much. For whoever you are, you hold a very beautiful position, for you have something to give. You've been called to give something of value, not only to yourself, but to those around you. Okay? That's what the energy says today. And you are in the midst of moving forward, creating that, tapping into that, utilizing that. I feel like all of this that we talked about is coming from within, but it's recognizing that you have it and understanding and learning, evolving to where you're able to fluidly use it. Okay? Blood Moon Oracle here, coming with the encouragement of the day. Make sure you like, share, comment. Thank you for subscribing as well, if you may consider doing that. I appreciate you. Until next time, take care.